Hello everyone at the Coherence Meditation Gym. It is great to be with you today to talk about reconditioning the body to a new mind meditation. This explanation based on Dr. Joe's explanation in preparation for our meditation tomorrow morning. Usually I do this with a little bit more time to prepare ourselves, but excited for whomever is coming tomorrow. And if you're watching this as a recording, know that we have ongoing meditations at the Coherence Meditation Gym. We have a full schedule, so really excited about that. And if you haven't joined the Coherence Meditation Gym, you can join in the link somewhere around this video. So let's get right to it. I'm really excited about this meditation tomorrow morning. It is about an hour long. It's like technically about 54 minutes long. It includes the breath. So the breath is where we're pulling the mind out of the body. That is about 7.5 minutes long to start us off, and then we go into reconditioning the body to a new mind. All right, so I'm going to read my notes. This is notes that I took from Dr. Joe's explanation that comes with this meditation, and to get us ready to go for tomorrow. So he starts off by saying, how like with every explanation, when we assign meaning to what we are doing, we get better results. So we're understanding what we're doing and why we're doing it. So he explains how most of us have been conditioned to the Newtonian model of reality of cause and effect. So we need a reason to feel joy, a reason for gratitude. When something outside of us causes us to feel a certain way, we look at that thing that gave us the emotion and say that is what caused me to feel that way. But this is not what we are utilizing in this work. We know that this is the shift, this is the work of not being at the cause of what something is, at the reacting to what is creating these emotions. We are basing everything on the quantum model of reality, where we are the cause. So it is all about causing the effect. We have to give thanks ahead of the experience, and we have to feel the joy and the celebration of the event before it has actually occurred. So it means then that in order for us to have what we want, so that's important for us to recognize in this meditation as we're getting ready for it, because we all have our individual wants, desires, needs. I mean, usually they fall into the similar category. We want more wealth, we want more health, we want relationship, we want healing. But so my recommendation is that you take note before coming into the meditation and get clear on what is it that you're wanting to create in your life. I do believe that the clearer that we are in our intention, knowing what we want, and then start to identify what that feels like, then when we go into meditation, we'll have a target to what it is that we're bringing up. What emotions are we bringing up? We're conjuring up. So as when in order for us to have wealth, we have to, in order for us to feel success, we have to feel empowered. In order for us to have healing in our life, we would have to feel whole before the healing occurs. In order for us to have a mystical experience, we would have to feel awe and mystified before the experience occurs. Why? Because our body is our unconscious mind. Why? Because our body is our unconscious mind. It does not know the difference between an experience in our lives that creates an emotion and an emotion we can create by thought alone. And this is the key, really, is that the body doesn't know. So if we are going to be giving it the thought that is going to create the emotion, we are creating an emotion ahead of time. So back to the feelings. So if we want to create success, we have to feel empowered. If we want to create healing, we would have to feel whole. If we want to have a mystical experience, we want to feel awe, mystified. So identify what is it that you want to feel, what is it that you want, you know, if it's healing, if it's wealth, if it's relationship, and what would you have to feel? Like, what is the quality of your feelings in order for you to create that outcome? Because we have to create it with thought alone. So the body is exactly the same. This is what we call emotional rehearsal. So we are going to be emotionally rehearsing in this meditation what we want to manifest, what we want to create. We know that mental rehearsal changes the brain and body, but mental rehearsal works even better in changing the body when there is an emotional value assigned to that rehearsal. So we have to assign value, emotional value, to the rehearsal. For example, if we have the intention of creating health for ourselves, our research, as the research shows, that that all the testimonials of people that have spontaneous remissions and healings from diseases, that they have reached a level of wholeness and self-satisfaction that they no longer cared if they had the disease. And that's the moment that they healed. That's a big deal. So if they reached a level where they no longer cared if they had the disease, I mean, that is quite a state. And that's we hear that over and over in this work, in the testimonials of that person having the diagnosis, having the what it said on paper, or whatever the doctor said, and then all of a sudden the spontaneous remission is like they didn't care anymore. They were feeling so whole, so complete. So that is so important for us to know, to reach this level where we're like beyond the body, or we're not long. That's the past, and that's the moment that the spontaneous remissions occur, which are those like miracle occurs. So the research shows that, like, people they reach the level they didn't care anymore. So if we could do that with everything that we want to create, like, I don't care, but I'm already complete, I'm already whole, I already feel it, like it's like beyond what is manifested. And then by virtue of just, well, we don't call it that in this work, right? Law of attraction, we call it other things, but it has to be, because we're operating not at a cause and effect. We're operating in a quantum model of reality, where we are the cause. We are creating the shifts by thought alone. So, okay, back to the notes. The moment that that's the moment that they healed, when they are they no longer cared if they had the disease. In other words, they were not waiting for the healing to occur, to feel the wholeness and celebrating. They were feeling so whole that they reached a point where they no longer needed anything, and that's the moment it occurred. So this emotional rehearsal, when we begin to add emotional value behind what we're doing, we will amplify and speed up the creation in a more magnificent way. So in the meditation, he's going to ask us what it feels like in our body to have courage, to have abundance, to have wholeness, to be mystified. He's going to ask us to bring up the emotion ahead of the actual experience, because our body, as the unconscious mind, will begin to believe it is in that future, in the present moment. And our body will begin to change, because the emotion that is created from an experience is information from the environment that begins to signal new genes in new ways. In a sense, we will begin to signal new genes ahead of the actual experience. And the more we practice our emotional rehearsal, the better we will be able to cultivate this state on command. So that's another really important piece to remember, that when we are generating these emotions with thought alone, we're ahead of, we are just like living in this state where we want to live, where we have the health, we have the wealth, we have the mystical experience. What we're doing with the emotion is that we're activating the genes in our body. So then we're really creating new genes ahead of the experience, like we're getting ahead. I mean, I think that makes sense with these spontaneous remissions, is that people got ahead of the body. Like they self-created something that the body just simply responded in. They like activated these gene expressions. They signaled these new genes. That's why it's called, the meditation is actually called reconditioning the body to a new mind. So if thoughts are the language of the brain and feelings are the language of the body, the more we're able to cultivate these elevated emotions, the more our body is able to change its chemical state. So we're changing a chemical state. We're changing chemically by thought alone. That is the key. Changing the thought, activating the emotions, creating shifts in the body, in the gene expression. So we're chemically changing. Look at that thumbs up. And also changing its neurotransmitters and its neurohormones, its hormones by itself, and even its genetic expression. So we're really chemically creating all this, chemical shifts, changes. So he shares that using this meditation, people from all around the world in workshops have healed themselves from diseases, chronic conditions, because their body was no longer living in the past or being defined by these familiar emotions. It was beginning to live in the future, in the present moment, and that's when the new genes were signaled in new ways, and that's when the body responded to a new mind. So this meditation is like an alchemist process onto itself, really, like, so when we're in there in meditation, we got to get excited. We got to get really excited about the future and about the things that we're wanting to create. That's why I'm getting really excited to do this. It's like every time, you know, I've done this before, but every time we review, again, like he said, that we know what we're doing and why we're doing it. And then just remembering how powerful we are, like that with our thoughts, we can create new gene expressions. Like we can like really self-generate, like this way that our body is gonna respond, and we're gonna be like, I don't care. I'm so excited for my life that it's like you forget where you are. I mean, I'd love for us to get to that point where we like get out of meditation and we're like, oh my gosh, I am so excited for my life. This is just like so fun, so fun. So that's the hope that really, we get, not even the hope, like, I mean, this is exciting. This is super exciting work. Okay, so when we begin to experience the emotion ahead of the actual event, then we no longer are living by cause and effect. We are living by the quantum model of reality, which is causing an effect. So if the emotion is the end product of an experience, if we give thanks for the experience with the emotion, we'll begin to change the brain and body to look like it has already occurred. I mean, just by talking to you about it, I feel amazing. I hope you do too. It's like, man. And this is when we can relax and allow the experience to come to us. This is where we can just like allow, you know, we've done the work. This is the quantum level of reality. We do the work internally, and then reality finds us. So he ends by saying, this is not an intellectual process. This is an actual heartfelt feeling process, and to allow ourselves. I love the thumbs up keeps coming up in my screen. That allow our body to be lifted to a new mind. We just allow the body to be lifted. It's not an intellectual process. We gotta get into the feeling. This is where we hear this over and over. When we're feeling, we become magnetic, and so let's become magnetic, you guys. Tomorrow morning, I can't wait. Or whenever we do this again. So hopefully you're coming tomorrow morning. It's 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wherever you are in the world, hopefully you can, it's just go by that time frame. This is every other Wednesday we do this. We do our meditations. And you can look at the schedule at the Coherence Meditation Gym. I'm really excited that I have, we continue to grow, and we have now support. Wanji is doing our calendar, so you might have seen his name pop around, but he's now helping all of this come together in a much more organized way, so that we can plan ahead our schedule as far as like knowing which meditation is happening, get the Zoom link and do it, jump in a much more easy way, and we're not looking for the Zoom link and all the things. I really want to make it easy, streamlined for all of us to be practicing. Really, it's all about mental rehearsal, about showing up, being consistent, and I know that this is something that a lot of people talk about, how, we go to a retreat or we learn about this work, but then staying consistent, being on top of it and showing up over and over, that is sometimes where it can get a little bit tricky for some, that where if you don't have a solid practice or somebody to hold you accountable, then you can fall back into the old self, or just kind of let things like not feel as exciting. So that is the purpose of the Coherence Meditation Gym. Gym is like when you show up to the gym, you're like, yes, I feel so good. Like you do your meditation. That's why it's called the Coherence Meditation Gym, because it's a practice. It's an ongoing practice. And so just to finish up this meditation, we start with the breath. The breath is, again, about 7.5 minutes long. We pull the mind. The breath is the one that we pull the mind out of the body. We touch our pineal gland. So where we're moving, we are sending energy, moving from the particle to wave, from matter to energy, from survival to creation. We're turning our limited emotions into elevated emotions and freeing ourselves. So that's how we start this meditation. And then it goes on for a total of about 53 minutes long. And that's it, reconditioning the body to a new mind. Yeah, so hopefully you join tomorrow. We have, this is the second to last meditation of 2024. The last one we have on the 25th of December, and we're doing, 28th of December, we're doing Botec 8. And then we start all over again in January. We reset and we start Botec 1. And then do the series. So if anyone looking to do the series in order, we start back up in January, the 11th, the Botec series. But again, you can look at the calendar in our events page. And I'm so excited to bring back the membership. This is something that we brought on last year, in the summer of this year. It was sort of a beta testing to see how things would go. And now I'm bringing it back now that I have support and we have a team to help organize these events. We're bringing back the membership. There is information about the membership in a link that I will put down here, but I'm really excited about that. It's for those who want more. So all meditations at the Coherence Meditation Gym are free. We do 4 a month. Every other Wednesday, every other Saturday. Saturdays we dedicate to Blessing of Energy Centers, 1 through 10. And then on Wednesdays, we bring in changing boxes, tuning into new potentials, all the different ones, and now walking meditations. Even though we're on Zoom, you can choose to walk or you can choose to sit while doing a walking meditation. But those there's like 10 of them that I have not yet shared. But we tested one out and it was like amazing. We can do walking meditations in mentally rehearsing them, sitting down, closing our eyes. We can do that. We're geniuses. We can do whatever we want. So in the spirit of bringing on more meditations, I have a whole series of walking meditations. So we'll be doing some of those and some of the older ones, the changing boxes and tuning to new potentials and space-time, time-space, and also walking meditations every other Wednesday. So those are the 4 that we always do. The 4 free meditations. But if you want more, if you're like, okay, I want more commitment, I want camaraderie, I want to get together with other people that are doing this work, that are committed to this work, then come into the membership. So the membership, we will have about three things that are like core, and then other 2 things are like fun, but that still are part of the continuous work. The first thing is the quantum huddle. I'm calling it the quantum huddle, which is like a mastermind, where we, at the beginning of the month, we watch a video testimonial from people that have healed. as a way to remember what is possible and to believe, increase our believability of what we are capable of. If others have done it, we can do it too. And then we have clear of, okay, what do I want in this month? So it's an opportunity for us to get clear of what you want to create for the month. And that's the first Saturday of the month. That is the Quantum Huddle. Then we have, and then on the second Saturday, we have our book club. We're going to be reading, one chapter a month of Becoming Supernatural. Then it's the details of that again on the link here somewhere. Then we'll have a workshop that will be for those dates. I need please refer to the link here so that I can give you better accurate dates. All these will be recorded, so in case you can't show up, you can look at them later. But the workshops are all about the work. For example, one will be on the brainwave patterns, another one on how to do the symbols for the Blessing of Energy Centers, another one on how to do tuning into new potentials, how to actually do that process where we're writing our intention and getting clear of our elevated emotions, getting clear on what we want to create. And so there are workshops around this work to support our practice. Then we'll have on the new moon, every new moon, a 15-minute meditation that I'll be leading with the Global Coherence app, where you can measure your coherence. A lot of us already have that app downloaded. If you don't, I just want to put it to use. It is from the Heart Math Institute. It's a free app, but we can utilize it to measure our coherence and also to synchronize in meditation. So we know that the power of that work individually and collectively is huge, and I believe it is the future. So I really want us to get going into getting together, getting into the practice of getting together. And these are the generating meditations. I'm calling them generating meditations. New moon is it is a time for newness, creating. So we're generating for 15 minutes. We just get together on the new moon and generate joy, generate love, generate abundance, generate happiness. So they're called the generating meditations. They're again, short, but we're making use of technology that is pretty amazing. And then you can use it any other time that you want to measure your coherence and add to the collective field of energy. That's what we're doing. We're feeding the field, our world, our field around us and beyond, with beautiful feelings from our heart. So that one I love so much. That one is the generating. And then lastly, we have the WhatsApp group. So we'll have a WhatsApp group where we're able to share wins, ask questions, share resources, send reminders of the different events. And a way to stay connected and have buddies that you can just keep each other accountable. So those are the things that come with the membership for those who want more. But I am just so excited for 2025 and where we're going as a beautiful group. Please feel free to invite your friends, to invite other people to join. Every time we come together in meditation, synchronized meditation, it is a different experience. Even though we're far away in different countries, there is we know in this work that it's like time space doesn't exist, and it's like we're sitting together in meditation in a place where we're supporting each other, elevating our evolution, our vibration. And so that is really exciting about the growth of the group and where we're going. We don't know, we continue to evolve and just very excited to have you be a part of this and to see where Source wants to take us with this individual and collective work. All right, well, that's all, and I'm just so excited to meditate with you. Hopefully you can join tomorrow to reconditioning the body to a new mind, and then for our last meditation of the year, and then let's start 2025 super strong. Hopefully you become a part of the membership, and always my doors are open if you have any feedback, questions. I'm here for you. All right, well, have a beautiful night, and remember to always come back to your heart. Bye for now. Hey, Miriam, Diana, nice to see you. Lish, Frank, Lydia, Chastity, Keith, oh my goodness, Sella, Bar. Have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.